Wraps up 57 minutes of nonstop classic rock for us today on Q1057 and 1035. All right, guys, I'm back. Another Tales from the Studio for you. And as promised last time, I once made quite the fool of myself in front of Dave Mustaine. Now, I know that that's saying a lot, okay? Dave Mustaine is kind of foolish now when you think about it. Look at some of the interviews that he's been doing recently, right? He's taking credit for literally everything that has been written by Metallica in the 80s, which I think is insane, except for And Justice for All, right? He's talking about how he wrote riffs on Ride the Lightning, and I believe he even said he wrote riffs on Master of Puppets. I could be wrong there, but still, like, how insane is this man? How insane is he? Listen, love him or hate him, he is part of thrash metal history, and I personally really enjoy Megadeth's music. I don't really enjoy the messaging and all of the other ideology and stuff that Dave Mustaine is putting out there recently, but I do enjoy Megadeth's music. Symphony of Destruction, oh, it hits me right there. I just hit the microphone too, by the way, so I apologize for that. Anyway, I like a lot of their Peace Cells, that whole the whole Megadeth thing. I really like it. I think that he's a phenomenal guitar player. I don't think anybody can deny that. Megadeth has gone through a lot of changes over the years, a lot of changes and everything, but Dave Mustaine has been there throughout it all. So anyway, here we go. It is, I think, 2008-ish, maybe 2000. Yeah, I think it's 2008 at this point, maybe 2007. I can't remember the exact date. My brother and I go and see Heaven and Hell. Now, for those of you who don't know, Heaven and Hell was the iteration of Black Sabbath, but with Ronnie James Dio as the singer, okay? So Ronnie James Dio is singing with this band, and opening for them is Megadeth, right? So you have Megadeth on this bill with, I'm just going to say Black Sabbath, even though they were calling themselves Heaven and Hell at the time, all because Sharon wouldn't let them use the name Black Sabbath. But I mean, you had Dio, you had Tony Iommi, you had Geezer Butler, right? It was awesome. Vinny Appice was playing drums with them. So it was a fantastic concert and a great representation of that era of Black Sabbath. But I get away from that whole point there. Dave Mustaine and Megadeth opened up that show, and it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It was great, right? I got to go backstage. I got to meet Tony Iommi and Geezer Butler that night. As a Black Sabbath fan, that was one of the biggest bucket list things that I could have ever done, and it was fantastic. Now, fast forward a few years, and Megadeth is on tour with Slayer and Testament. It's all part of the whole thing with the Big Four. Remember, they did the Big Four of thrash metal, and you had Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Slayer all on that big show, right? Well, Slayer and Megadeth then decided that they were going to do it, and they were all saying that if there was a fifth member of that Big Four, it would probably be Testament. So I go up to the Glens Falls Civic Center, which I think has a different name at this point. I haven't been there in a very long time. And Megadeth is performing with Slayer. Before the show, I had to go backstage and do a few things as the radio station representative. First thing was we were getting a guitar that was signed by Kerry King to give away. The second thing was a Megadeth meet and greet. And that was really, really cool because I had never had the chance to meet them. Now, as I told you, I'm a big Megadeth fan. I really enjoy Dave Mustaine's stuff. And we're all back there in this group, right? So Dave Mustaine comes up and he's shaking everyone's hands, and I'm waiting. And now at this point in time, this is years into my career in radio. I have met a lot of people, and I have never fangirled or melted down in front of anyone. But my mind went to mush when Dave Mustaine stood in front of me, and I have no idea why. I like Dave Mustaine. I think that he's great. I enjoy Megadeth's music. It doesn't make any sense that this would happen to me. But I could not formulate words when he came up to me and said, "Hey, you're from the radio station, aren't you, man?" I swear to you, on my life, I said, "Yeah, man, I mean, and this is a fever dream, so I don't know if this is exactly what I said. But I was like, yeah, man, saw you guys a couple times, so it was really good, and you rock," like that. That's what I said. I swear to God. And my brother was there. He can back it up. He looked at me and goes, "What was that? What just happened to you?" And I said, "I don't know." And the best part about that is Dave Mustaine went up to me and he goes, "Cool." and he just walked away. He just walked away. But have you ever had an experience like that? That's what I want to know. Have you ever fangirled over anybody? You can let me know down in the comments. We're not perfect in radio, and even though we do talk for a living, sometimes the words, they do fail us, as you can tell from watching any of these videos that I've done, honestly. So listen, I'll be back next time with another Tales from the Studio. I may even have some special guests down the line of other people in radio that will share their cool stories with you. So anyway, if you like this, subscribe, like it, share it, do what you do.